Upra Web Radio.
Un proyecto departamental con una visión global.
Con una visión global.
La Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo ni esta emisora se solidarizan necesariamente con las expresiones vertidas en el próximo programa.
You're listening to What's on the Net on Oprah Web Radio. Welcome to the very first stream of What's on the Net, a radio program where we talk about what's going on inside the World Wide Web. My name is Elaine Velez, and with me is my co-host Amanda Cruz. Hello. So, since we're gonna be talking about what's going on inside the net, we're gonna be starting with social media. So if we're gonna be talking TikTok, what trends are your favorites?
My favorite is all the Pop Smoke trends are really funny to me. Just because his songs, like, they fit so well. But also recently is the one with, like, I don't give anything about your girlfriend. It's really funny.
Yeah.
And I've
like seen that one.
And WAP, the remixes that people are doing with, like, random songs in the background are really funny.
Yeah, that's a thing that's going on in TikTok lately, which a lot of people have been taking popular songs and they just randomly do remixes, put it together with songs that you would not think it would make sense, but they make it sound good. And one of my favorite trends of this past month was the I Am Lost one.
Oh yeah,
that song.
Really funny.
Yeah, that song was great because
all the little different things that people added.
Yeah, because the trend started basically with fan-made videos about series and movies or like cinematic editing, and then it slowly became a meme overnight. And people started making like their own lyrics with the original song instead of I Am Lost. It's like
I am black.
Exactly. And those are hilarious and they show real creativity because not a lot of people can sit and just decide, oh yeah, I'm gonna write this and just make it sound good.
Yeah, and like the ones that I've seen that I kind of relate to are really funny because they're really accurate, and it's the fact that like a lot of people relate to it and they just start like duetting it and stuff like that is really funny.
I think one of my favorites, and I think one of the earliest ones, was the Who Are You? But talking about other trends, we had the do you want to sing it? The banging?
Not that banging.
The banging. Oh.
That was so funny because I actually thought about getting bangs and then I saw that one. I saw Lil Yachty doing it.
But I have bangs though. I mean, they're longer now, but they're still bangs, kind of.
Bang.
Yeah. But for those of you that don't know what this is basically when you get a haircut and you add bangs to it, but they're not that. Yeah, they're not good bangs. They don't really look that well.
They're like
the banging.
The banging.
Yeah, you should totally look it up if you want to have a good time laughing about just silly things.
Look
because
at the Lil Yachty one. The Lil Yachty one's really funny because he like straightened his hair.
Yeah, that was really cool. Moving on, there was another popular trend, and it was worldwide because this went all over Puerto Rico, where we're from, to like US, but Europe, and people were like really enjoying it, and it was the Mew Pops Zoom.
Last time I saw it, I think it had like 10 million likes.
Yeah, it has a lot, and a lot of people have been like looking this up because it sounds as if you're saying mi pan, as in my bread in Spanish, but you're actually supposed to be singing meal pops. That's not the correct pronunciation, but
it's like a foreign commercial.
Yeah, because it's a cereal commercial actually. You can look it up like that, meal pops, on YouTube, and you'll see, because it's basically talking about a cereal that is made with honey, and it's just a bee singing it, and I don't even know why it became so catchy, but it just made my month.
And just like the video that it does with, like the little
The alpaca.
alpaca llama thing, that one's so funny.
Yeah, I love it.
I thought that it was like deep TikTok,
But it
because
turns out
like-
it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
How will you get a kiss?
Very ugly. No kiss,
Kiss
for
for
him.
Yeah, that was a really weird trend. It was kind of funny, but if you look up the original video and then the duet by the real Cathy, which is what made it famous, it's really.
I haven't seen the original.
You haven't seen the okay, so there's this video of this guy and he's outside like in a pool or something, and he has his mouth closed but he's like hiding it, and then that's when she's on her video saying like, oh, he has no lips, how will he get a kiss? But then he makes this weird thing where he like reveals his mouth but his bottom lip is hidden because it has like he has his tongue out as if making it his top lip, and it's really weird. And that's when she starts saying, oh, so handsome, so beautiful. And if you look it up, it's really weird, but if you see the videos that are being made with the sound, they're like hilarious. Real Cathy is a queen. And if we're gonna be talking about trends, another trend that I absolutely love was the one that it was the song Shorty the Little Baddie one, because if you
That
see
goes back to the Pop Smoke songs being really
yeah,
funny
exactly,
friends.
that we're doing a full circle moment here. TikTok has been a place where people really get their creativity going, but they're also a way to escape or like have a moment where you can just distract yourself from this negativity that's going on around. And I think TikTok getting banned would be devastating to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just like Vine. Like, it was like a creative outlet for people, and it's still to this day. A lot of people quote the Vines and quote like things from it because it was such like a social impact. And I feel like a lot of people use TikTok as like their diaries and as a way to like cope with their stuff.
So this is why we're gonna be giving an update for those that are interested in knowing what's going on right now with TikTok and the ban. Last week on Monday, the 24th of August, TikTok actually sued the Trump administration because they're asking a judge to overthrow an executive order from the president that would ban the app, because essentially TikTok says none of the concerns that the administration is having, they're not, relevant, because they have shown what they do with their privacy, and that they think the administration didn't really give them like a chance to speak up before they were like being threatened to get banned.
I feel like TikTok is one of like the most safe platforms. Facebook is like selling your information anyways. If you're gonna ban one, you
have to ban the
both.
other. Yeah.
And TikTok is it's like more safe than any other platform for like kids, because like they have a lot of like parental control, and they require you to make sure that you're 18 to even have like direct message.
Trying to take precautions, because the internet may be fun, but you actually have to be careful with who you talk to, what you decide to share, what you're doing on the net, because you know what you're doing, you know who you are, but you're not sure who's the other person behind the screen. But talking quickly about Twitter, something that's actually kind of interesting started because Chrissy Teigen, John Legend's wife, she was doubting the people from Selling Sunset, the realtors, if they actually sold houses
Or not.
Once she made that tweet, a lot of people started commenting about how they were thinking the exact same thing. A lot of people had this idea or this theory: the woman and the other part of the cast were just there to give ratings because they needed them, which might be true, might be not. Jason Oppenheim, he thanked Chrissy on Twitter for like talking about that, and he took a jab at her realtor because he was like, he sold you a beautiful house and I love it, but I don't know who he is.
What about Property Brothers?
Property Brothers?
Do they even sell houses? I know they make music.
Do they make music?
They make music, and they have like a video game. It's like those people, like, you never know. Like they like come out as like, oh yeah, I remodel houses. But like, have you seen them remodel someone's house privately? I mean, obviously
sure.
you're not gonna see it, but like at least like people coming out and being like, no, yeah, they actually did that to my house.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
not something that's talked about often. Which, you know, reality TV is not really reality. And proof of it is Selling Sunset that we were talking about. They had a wedding on season 2 that it wasn't actually like a real wedding. It was more stage wedding because the couple got married in 2018 and they filmed in 2019.
so they remade the wedding.
So they like kind of remade it, yeah, but they made it seem like it was the official.
They really said let's just fake our wedding for views.
Kinda, yeah.
Let's do it for views.
But that's everything right now from TikTok and Twitter. So after this break, we're gonna be talking about streaming platforms.
Ojos en el celular no son ojos para guiar. Evita una multa o un choque fatal. Al guiar, frena el celular. Mensaje de la Comisión para la Seguridad en el Tránsito.
Son tiempos de crisis. Dentro de ti mismo eres libre de sentirte como quieras. Pero tu felicidad es tu elección, no la de nadie más. En caso de crisis emocional, visita el Departamento de Consejería y Servicios Psicológicos de la UPR en Arecibo. Pide ayuda, oriéntate, visítanos. No permitas que nadie opaque tu felicidad. Llámanos al 787-815-0000, extensión 3650.
¿Estás buscando una universidad en la cual salgas bien capacitado y directo al mundo laboral? Te recomiendo la UPR en Arecibo. Ofrecen asociado y bachillerato en ciencia de enfermería. Saldrás preparado en destreza y conocimientos para ser un buen enfermero o enfermera. Toma la decisión ya, este es tu tiempo. Llama al 787-815-0000. Para más información, accede a upla.edu/enfermería. Hay gran demanda para dicha profesión.
En los últimos 50 años, hemos avanzado mucho en la prevención del tabaquismo. Pero si no hacemos más, 1 de cada 13 niños de hoy morirá prematuramente por el tabaquismo. Son 5.6 millones de vidas preciosas que podemos salvar. Juntos podemos lograr que nuestra próxima generación esté libre del tabaco. Más información en surgeongeneral.gov.
Hi, welcome back to What's on the Net. My name is Elaine Velez. I have Amanda Cruz with me. She's my co-host. And like we said before the break, we're going to be talking about streaming platforms and what's going on with them. And Mulan is arriving finally after all this
months of waiting.
Yeah, it's been 84 years actually, but Mulan is finally making it to the streaming platform of Disney Plus this Friday, which is exciting. What do you think about that?
I really wanted to see it at the drive-in, but I really want to see it, period, but I don't want to pay $30.
Yeah, that's the thing, people. If you're looking forward to watching Mulan, the premiere is gonna cost $30 additionally to what you already pay as the starting fee to have access to the Disney Plus platform. So if you want to do that, go ahead. But there's been report that you can actually see the movie in a few weeks paying just your standard fee and not the $30, because this Friday is gonna be functioning as the premiere, so that's why it would be more expensive. And I honestly wanted to watch it because Mulan is my favorite Disney character ever, but I was kind of disappointed when they reported that it wasn't gonna be exactly like a live action from the animated.
They took away Mushu.
Yeah, they took away the songs and whatnot, because this one was interesting. is that it's gonna be actually more based on the historical or periodical character instead of the animated ones. But these past few days they released like music videos of the Christina Aguilera songs, and I saw a clip, and now I can't wait for Friday because Mulan.
I feel like the $30 isn't that much if you like want to see it with your friends and stuff.
Yeah,
and all of you just like put like a little bit of money in it. Like $30 isn't that much if you divide it between people, but because of Ms. Rona, you can't do that. Unless you have like a projector and you put it like in the back of someone's yard, you just lay 6 feet apart. You can do that, but like not many people do.
Yeah, I get your point.
So
Which is
like
kind of sad.
$30 per family if you want to watch it.
In other news, the VMAs were held this past Sunday, and I actually liked the first half of them. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't watch them.
You watched part of it. I
watched
showed
part.
it. Yeah. One of the coolest thing about this year was that Keke Palmer was the host, and that marks the first time a black woman has hosted or co-hosted the VMAs since 1986 and 1987 when Julie Brown did that. It's been what, 30 something?
Yeah, and it
years
was like the first one that was completely
live
like
in
live,
the sense of having a public.
Yeah, of having a public audience. She did both. Like it was a heavy job for her.
Yeah, and I think she did really great for what I saw. And I think one of the coolest things too was that they finally made use of a great CGI. Last year and the years before, they were kind of okay, but if you compare the artwork of the VMAs to other shows or like shows in Europe, you could see the difference.
Was The Weeknd CGI? He looked CGI. I guys saw some clips of him. He definitely looks like a sim character.
He looked like a real character.
He looked like he was a cartoon or something. One of those like really realistic cartoons.
Yeah, it looked fun. And talking
from a video game, that's what I had in mind.
And speaking of The Weeknd, he actually took home at least one of the awards. But Lady Gaga, she took home the first ever Tricon Award. And that's really, really amazing because Gaga has an exceptional music career when you think about it.
She's done everything. She's been here for a long time and she's basically done every genre.
Yeah.
Because for A Star Is Born, she went really out of her comfort zone.
And she did great.
Yeah, and Art Pop is such an iconic album and it has a lot of techno, not techno, but like, you know,
related. And if you're actually part of the BTS army, you are probably elated because they actually took home 4 awards, which makes them and Gaga 2 of the most awarded artists that night. So that's a pretty big deal. Plus, they made it to #1 with their song Dynamite in the Hot 100 Billboard chart. So that's actually a nice way to start the week for them.
I saw some of the performances and they were really nice.
Yeah, their performance were neat. And if we want to talk about streaming platforms, we actually have to mention, and mostly if you're a fan of spooky or Halloween-y stuff, that finally the trailer for The Haunting of Bly Manor finally made it to the internet. So that's pretty interesting and you should check it out.
I need to finish the first one.
I don't know what you're
halfway through. I'm like halfway through.
I don't know what you're waiting for. I'm waiting for spooky season to be like more in to watch it.
I'm gonna wait for spooky season. I remember I started watching it and then it got really dark outside and I was kind of like
You
creeped
got
out.
scared.
I wasn't scared. I was just creeped out because it was actually scary. I started watching.
It was really good though.
I started watching Poltergeist the other day and it was like 3 in the morning and I was actually laughing because it's not that good. People who say Poltergeist is great, they don't know what they're talking about.
I haven't seen that one, but in a sad note, Netflix decided to cancel 2 of their series. One of them was scheduled to start filming its 2nd season this month, which was The Society. I don't know if you've seen that one. It's a pretty interesting concept. And the other one that was canceled was I Am Not Okay With This.
That was so good. I'm so mad that they canceled it. It was so good.
And the thing was that COVID-19 has made this year so difficult, job-wise and everything. Because, you know, you gotta stay healthy. Your priorities being not die and not make other people sick.
Don't put people at risk. Wear a mask.
Yeah, wear a mask.
Wash your hands, sanitizer, all that.
Yeah, and since there wasn't much that could be done, Netflix decided to cancel, which is sad. But if you're a fan of the Karate Kid from the 80s, the movies, the Cobra Kai series, which was originally on YouTube Red, is now officially on Netflix. If you're looking for something nice to see this week, maybe try checking out Cobra Kai, or if you really want to throw it back, you can watch now Sisters, all 6 seasons on Netflix. And since they dropped that, they're actually trending on Twitter, which is really nice. And the last thing I think we talk about, if we want to end it on a high note, is that Love, Victor, the series from the movie Love, Simon,
from the books
of Love, Simon. That's a tongue twister, but they got renewed for season 2. So if you really like the movie and want to check out the series, now's the time to do so.
I really liked it.
It's cute.
I got I think into like episode 2 or 3, something like that, with my friend, and they're really good. Because usually when they do like LGBT shows, they don't know how to represent them. That's why I really like I'm Not Okay With This, because she's a lesbian, and
that's not the main character trait.
Yeah, that's not her main trait. Obviously, you see her finding her sexuality and being like, oh, I don't actually like him. I kind of like her, and you see that, but it's not in a way that is just that.
Yeah, it's not the whole plot.
Yeah, same as in Euphoria, where that's not their main trait.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go on a break, and when we get back, it's time to say goodbye.
¿Estás confundido y aún no sabes qué estudiar? El Departamento de Ciencias de Computadoras de la Universidad de Puerto Rico en Arecibo ofrece un bachillerato en informática completamente dedicado a la programación de sistemas operativos y bases de datos. Además, cuenta con laboratorios profesionales de tecnología avanzada. Para más información, comunícate al 787-815-0000, extensión 3300. El Departamento de Ciencias de Computadoras es para ti.
Con el alcohol siempre es lo mismo. Tonqueadera time y después tomareao. Nah, déjame mejor con mi corillo. Después de todo, cada día somos más los que jangueamos sin alcohol.
La Universidad de Puerto Rico, recinto de Arecibo, te invita a estudiar educación con especialidad en educación física. Si quieres ser un maestro o maestra con la mejor preparación académica, matricúlate ya. Ahora con nuevos cursos enfocados en educación superior. Para más información, accesa a nuestra página web www.upra.edu. Ayudas económicas disponibles si cualificas.
Son tiempos de crisis. Dentro de ti mismo eres libre de sentirte como quieras. Pero tu felicidad es tu elección, no la de nadie más. En caso de crisis emocional, visita el Departamento de Consejería y Servicios Psicológicos de la UPR en Arecibo. Pide ayuda, oriéntate, visítanos. No permitas que nadie opaque tu felicidad. Llámanos al 787-815-0000, extensión 3650.
We are back on What's on the Net. My name is Elaine Velez and I have Amanda Cruz with me. But unfortunately, it's time we say goodbye for today. It was a pleasure to be having today's show. We hope you continue to have a great noon. And yeah, that's all from us for today. Don't forget you can listen to us every Monday and Wednesday from 4:30 p.m. to 5 here on UPRA Web Radio. See you next week. Bye.
Ubra Web Radio.
Un proyecto departamental con una visión global.
Con una visión global.
Okay.
Habla un momento.
Mira, ¿me escucha bien?
Perfecto.
Ok.
Perfecto.
Okay.
Prender el micrófono, si no lo prendo, un chinche.
Ok.
¿Se debe escuchar?
Todo ese es el equipo que ustedes utilizan en la clase.
Sí, pero todo esto es equipo que yo he ido comprando con el tiempo, que me hago 2 o 3 pesitos y compro equipo.
Ok.
Sí, porque es mejor uno tenerlo de uno que estar pidiendo prestado.
Claro, seguro, seguro.
Y así cada vez que necesito grabar o algo, pues no tengo que ir a la universidad a pedir prestado.
Ok.
Déjame enfocarlo. Antes que nada, señor Jové, quiero darle las gracias por participar en este proyecto. La historia de Puerto Rico es una que no se reconoce, y mucho menos la historia del pueblo de Arecibo. Toda una serie de mini documentales que estoy haciendo sobre personas que hicieron un impacto en Puerto Rico, y para mí usted ha sido una persona que ha impactado fuertemente lo que es no tan solo Arecibo, sino lo que es la radio y el pueblo de Puerto Rico. Antes de comenzar, si me pudiera dar su nombre completo y cómo le gustaría ser identificado en el documental.
Mi nombre completo es Eduardo Jové Torres. Documental como Eddie Jové.
Ok, perfecto.
Eddie Jové.
Las preguntas que le voy a hacer, que si las puede contestar en oración completa, que es más fácil de editar luego.
Ok.
Pues así mismo como usted lo dice, mi nombre.
Ok.
Cuénteme sus comienzos, don Jové.
¿Cuándo?
Sus comienzos en la radio, cómo llegó.
Yo comencé en la radio en 1965, a las 7 de la mañana, con mi espacio de tiempo, panorama deportivo en WMIA, Radio Arecibo.
¿Y cómo llegó a...?
Bueno, lo que pasa es que yo me gustaba leer del deporte, practiqué el deporte, jugué béisbol clase B, jugué béisbol clase A, jugué baloncesto en mi año senior, fui capitán del equipo de baloncesto del Colegio San Felipe, capitán de voleibol y capitán del equipo de béisbol. Escribí una columna en el periódico de mi Colegio San Felipe, y eso pues me llevó, compraba revistas, coleccionaba tarjetas de pelotero. Eso me llevó a sentir el amor del deporte, escuchaba grandes transmisiones. Y en adición, mi tía era casada con uno de los grandes periodistas deportivos de Puerto Rico y otras facetas, don Emilio Heique. Era casado con una tía mía y vivía en la calle 7, donde yo viví por muchos años. Y ahí pues sentí ese amor. Llegó un momento y dije, pues, voy a la radio. Aunque no estudié, porque para la época que yo estudié en universidad no existían las comunicaciones, ¿ok? Pero fuera de mi estudio regular, mi bachillerato en administración de empresas, en recursos humanos, pues me gustaba el deporte, ¿ok? Me interesaba comentar el deporte, analizar el deporte, practicaba en casa, de noche, por las tardes, hasta que llegué a la radio. En 1965, de 7 de la mañana, de 7 a 7 y 15 de la mañana, en WMIA, Radio Arecibo, ¿ok? Y entonces así seguí, y en el 70 comencé a narrar baloncesto. Ese año comencé a narrar el baloncesto y a narrar el béisbol con los Lobos. Mi primer juego de baloncesto lo narré en el Parque Olmo, frente a los Gigantes de Carolina. Y ese mismo año comencé a narrar el béisbol con los Lobos. Con los Lobos tuve 22 años narrando con la pelota profesional, y con los